2015 park model. This is my upstairs area. That is, when you buy these park models, there's not a lot of area downstairs. It's technically 390 square feet, but it seems like a lot more than that because you have like 14-foot ceilings in the bedroom and in the living room. So it feels way bigger than that. And, I mean, it's perfect for myself and my dog. It might be a little bit tough for a married couple, mainly because you can, I have a twin-size bed. If you put a full-size bed in there, it's going to take up most of that room. So it would make it a little difficult. These are actually RVs, but they look like a mobile home. You know, if you saw it, you go, oh, a mobile home. But it's technically an RV. I pay DMV fees for it. And I'm in a mobile home park. They're putting these up all over the place. If you need affordable living, these are great, boy, I'll tell you. So anyway, here's the upstairs area, which I turned into a YouTube channel room. The one thing about the ceiling, you have to duck down when you come in here because the ceiling's less than 5 feet. So, you know, everybody's thinking, oh, you got a room up there. Well, you do. if you're really small or if you bend down a lot. So I do have a chair that fits up here. This is a gaming chair, and my head is below that just barely. So I have about a foot above the gaming chair before you hit the ceiling. So you got to be really careful getting up or you'll smash your head, which I've done on more than one occasion. But you can see that I have, over the past 2 years, I really loaded this with all kinds of stuff for the backdrop for the set. I just got a whole bunch of new Funko Pops, and I got the Yukon Cornelius right there, which I've always been a fan of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I couldn't pass that up. And then I got Red Jafar. I don't know if you can see him. He's right behind the Yukon. He's actually underneath the Venom pool. I'll probably show him better later. And I also got the little Georgie from It and Pennywise from It. I got all of them together, and the thing that made it was the Jafar, which is the Chase, the glow-in-the-dark Chase edition, which is, money-wise, way more than if I had just got the regular one. And I don't do these for money. You know, I could sell them if I wanted to, but I also have probably my best one is my Eric Killmonger glow-in-the-dark. That thing is worth about 40 bucks, and I got Han Solo, Target exclusive, King Groot. And I got to show you my little Stormtrooper guy over there. He cost me 20 bucks. He was on clearance at Target for regularly $100. It was on sale for 20 bucks because they were just trying to get rid of them. Which sometimes you're at the right place at the right time. I got the 2 BB-8 posters. You can see one over there and one here. Those are wall art. I got those for like 2 bucks each. And then I've got the V for Vendetta graphic novel by Alan Moore. And that's classically, I got that because I'm a big fan of V for Vendetta. And Alan Moore, I like a lot of his stuff, including the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I got my Game of Thrones. I did find Carnival, seasons 1 and 2. I don't know if you ever got to see Carnival. I think that was an HBO show. And that was a great show, but and then it canceled. But I got those for like 10 bucks each, and those are the full seasons, which I need to watch again because that was a tremendously good show. Had a lot of interesting. It had the bad guy from Highlander. What's his name? Jeez, I can't remember his name, but he's a really good actor. He always plays bad guys for the most part. And he was the preacher, but he was very evil in it. And so anyways, you can kind of see, I've got this is kind of interesting. I got a bunch of junk there, which I need to move. That's my Smallville poster, and it's got everybody's signature on there, including Kristen Krug, Allison Mack, who's now in lots of trouble. I don't know what the hell happened to her. And then I've got, I think Kristen's on there. I've also got Rosenbaum's on there, his signature. And, of course, Clark Kent himself. Who was that? Tom Welling. Yeah, I got Tom Welling's signature. But that was some friends who went to a Comic-Con, and they were all there. and they got that for me. I wasn't actually at the event. I do have the Star Wars TIE Fighter over there. That's pretty cool. I've actually haven't flown it yet. I got that that was another one of these unbelievable clearance items for like, it was like $100 item I got for like 20 bucks. And I haven't even flown it. But, and then I've got some other, I got Tommy Boy, that was on clearance for 3 bucks. And that's like an $11 pop figure. So I made a pretty good killing. Oh, I ended up buying this Explorers Guild. It was a book by Kevin Costner and this other guy, which I thought, the way it looked, the way it was packaged, I was like, man, this is going to be great. And boy, it was a total disappointment. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they were like, oh, well, there'll be sequels. And I haven't seen any of the sequels. I think this thing really got bad reviews. There's the Fallout clock with, who is that, Fanboy on there. And then I have a Luke Skywalker in the corner there who's falling over. That was a action figure of him. I hated that movie. Oh, man. I thought that was just a disaster. I think Mark Hamill was right that he disagreed with everything they did with that movie. And I disagreed with everything they did with that movie. It was a piece of crap. They should fire the guy who directed it and say, you know, this was his baby, and I don't know how you could screw up anything any worse than what he did. Now, when Princess Leia got blown out from the spaceship into space and then flew back into the into the space, I was like, this is ridiculous. She never ever showed any of those kind of skills. You know, they were making so many leaps in that movie, and she should have been dead right there. I mean, that's ridiculous. But anyways, enough of me ranting. I could rant about that movie for an hour and a half. But anyways, just wanted to show you this room, and I think it's really one of the, if anybody ever wants to have get a place, you know, it's mainly for a single person or for a couple that are starting out. One of these park models is really good because you can actually do stuff upstairs. You could put it into a gaming room, which I have had friends who did that. There's some guys friends of mine that are PlayStation 4 guys, and they have gaming rooms up in theirs. Anyways, this is John Peterson out for today.